And I'm Tetron.
Okay, today we are playing with the card Chapel, appropriately enough for a Sunday, and I'm just going to share my screen. So Chapel allows us to trash a whole load of cards, 4 cards in one go, and it's a very cheap card. It costs only 2, so it's basically considered a very strong card. We're going to start off as usual just with the base deck, and it looks like the one we've got is a very interesting deck actually. Let me just make sure you can see that, Dominion. There you go, you should be able to see that now. So it is very interesting because we've got the Chapel, which does the trashing like we've discussed. We also have an attacking card in the Witch. And we also have another strategy, which is kind of alternative to doing a lot of trashing, which is a sort of workshop and gardens. So the gardens, they're victory points, and so it's worth 1 per 10 cards you have. So you want a big fat deck if you want to use this gardens, and workshop lets you gain a lot of cards. So those two are kind of a known combination that works well together. So it's sort of alternative things. You kind of might want to trash all your cards with Chapel, or you might want to do this kind of combination. So let's see what we make of this. Are you ready, Tetron?
I'm ready.
Okay, me to start. What do I want to do with this? I think I'm going to ignore the gardens totally. I shouldn't tell you this, so I'm going to ignore the gardens totally, I think, and do all this Chapel and stuff. So Chapel, trash up to 4 cards from your hand. Very, very simple. I'm going to aim for this Witch and this Laboratory and this Library and maybe the Artisan. Who knows? I will want a Village. I'll maybe get a Silver earlier just to help me get things quicker.
I'm going to commit to the Chapel as it's Chapel Day.
Oh, I forgot about the Chapel. Forgot all about the.
Yeah. Well, it makes no difference. You just buy it for 4 and be ostentatious.
I will buy it for 4. I forgot all about it, having introduced it.
But you can't do what I'm about to do, which is buy a second Chapel.
Oh no, I wouldn't remotely want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to trash all these. I suppose your second Chapel could trash your first Chapel.
Well, eventually, yeah.
Well, now you're wasting some time. I could get an Artisan. I think I might.
Why have you got 6?
Yeah,
that's not me wasting time.
Get an Artisan.
That's called a lucky shuffle. It's not that I had a 6, which I was wasting time with, even if I turned it into a silver.
Did I buy a silver? I did buy a silver at the start, didn't I?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hit 6 without that.
Yeah.
Which is the standard Chapel play. But,
oh, I think I will only trash 1. There we go. What have you got? A library. Libraries are good, you see. But I'm not going to get one yet. I will get one at some point. I'm going to get the Witch and top deck it. Just so you know what's coming next. And also a Laboratory.
Well, my next hand's going to have 2 Chapels in it, which is...
Oh, well, that'll make sure you can trash your curses. Okay. There we go. And the Laboratory. That's nice. And Artisan. I will gain... What do I want? Another Laboratory. And top deck what, the Laboratory or the Chapel is? Decisions. Let's top deck the Laboratory and get a Laboratory. Can't have too many Laboratories, that's what I say. I'm going to start trashing things in a minute. You've got some golds, you see, that's a good idea.
Yes, well, you always, when you're doing these commentaries, sound like you want to have everything at once.
I do want to have everything. Of course I want to have everything.
It's all about choices.
Yeah. Well, I choose everything.
Yes, well, sometimes the shuffles allow it, but I'm just saying.
Top deck. You saying I'm being unrealistic in the things I want to have in this deck?
No, I'm saying you get a pretty good start off, and then you start to complain. Oh,
Right. I'm going to get a gold.
anyway.
Now I have a gold. There we go.
Yeah, and I have a curse, so it's all equal now.
It's all good. It's all good. I've got 0 victory points, and you've got -1. You can tell we're pros. There we go. Village. I like the village. Laboratory. Okay. I haven't been trashing anything for a while, but I suppose.
Well, that's because you trashed quite a lot to begin with. Your trashing went well after you went to a 6, so you're fine.
Yeah, and I've got this little engine-y thing where I gain a laboratory each time and then get my witch with it, so that's quite jolly. Right, do I go for victory already? Victory cards, I mean, not just victory. Yes.
Yeah, well, my second chapel didn't hit well, but it was that initial 6 was still...
Well, I'm intrigued as to why you got 2 chapels.
Well, to accelerate the trashing, it's statistically it's got a much better chance of increasing yours up to a silver, and then getting to a 6 earlier. But they both hit the last 2 cards of the second shuffle, the second time round. So
maybe I should be mature and just trash a few more things.
Fine now. You just need to make sure you keep your treasure.
I'm not keeping my treasure. I'm trashing it all. There we go. Let's have another one of those. At some point, maybe I should buy another gold. Oh, you must have a province already. How did you do that? Okay.
You have 2 provinces and you're already complaining I have 1.
Yeah.
Which? The shuffles. Well, actually, I can still get my library. What happened to my library? I don't recall having played it yet.
Which one?
I can see all my cards going through the library.
Oh, yeah, your library. I haven't noticed your library. But that doesn't give you a buy, does it? No.
No, it doesn't give me a buy. That's pretty hideous now. I'm going to have to trash that. Well, this is resign, but anyway. I think with 2 chapels, I might have been able to hit one of the curses.
2 chapels. I've never seen 2 chapels be a good idea.
Well, you've probably never seen it.
Never seen it work.
But have you ever seen it?
Yep.
Okay. But that's not what went wrong with it. It was just a timing one. In fact, you got to Nartazan so quickly and my chapels didn't shuffle. Because we're not just talking about the inefficiency of the shuffle here. It's even if my chapel had been of silver, it makes no difference. And it was chapel day. Anyway.
I've got a lot of laboratories. Village. I'll do the same trick. I'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
No. Well, it doesn't matter. I've got 2.
You might say my play's been a little bit formulaic this game.
Well, efficient.
It seemed to work.
You got the lead. You kept the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, once I end up with this number of curses, I mean, the chapel game should end in fewer turns than this. But,
oh, I'm not going to get anything this go. Nothing.
You still get a duchy if you wanted it.
I can't, actually.
You just
I could have, yeah, but I'm not doing that. I might still get stuff this game. Because I've got back onto my laboratory trail. There we go. All fine, all fine. Nothing to see. Right, there you go. All done. Game over.
Yep. Right, it's really over at move 3 when you said, oh, why have we got this 6? Good game.
There we go. Okay, so that was the chapel. It does make for very quick games, this chapel. But we've 13 and 14 turns, and even the turns weren't very long. So
yeah, I mean, in my chapel,
get rid of all the junk. So
I'd gone hideously on the second shuffle through. I didn't manage.
Now I would say the strategy is you shouldn't buy 2 chapels. But
no, perhaps not. But that really doesn't actually show much because my chapel just wasn't of hit with anything anyway. My chapel could have been a silver. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
The chapel,
more just for people watching in. I say the chapel's an extremely strong card, but normally you'd only take 1.
Yeah, normally you take 1. That's typical play. You take one chapel, 1 silver. That's what the robots do too.
Right.
Yeah, I ended up still with 6 coppers at the end, and I didn't trash a single curse. Having 2 chapels, that is not statistically likely.
I'm still going to put a more complicated deck on. We could go. Well, let's alternate. We'll do another base deck after this, just in case there are people that particularly want the base deck. But this is a more complicated deck.
Chapel gets interesting with militia. That's when you really don't want 2 chapels.
Ah, with militia. Let's hope we don't have militia. I don't like militia. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a chapel, surprisingly enough.
No 3s.
And gardens again.
No 4 action.
No 4 action. Or isn't the island an action?
Well, it's a kind of an action, but it's not really an action. It's just a victory point which removes a card from play. So it's technically an action, but
yeah.
So talisman becomes worthless, which isn't a very strong card anyway. So 2/5 would be a nice start.
Okay, let's see what we get then. Yeah, so what do I want to do? What does talisman is? We get a duplicate. Bit non-victory card 4 unless you gain a copy. Oh no. Sorry?
So you can get another 2 card.
Ah.
Or talisman or silver.
Well, I wouldn't want another chapel. We already had that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only time you want 2 chapels is for the initial trying to trash.
None of these cards are very exciting. That's the only thing. I don't think I'll get a talisman. I'm just going to get a silver. So the order you take your first 2 turns, say you were going to buy 3s both times, the order doesn't really matter.
No, apart from exposing what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm keeping my chapel play very, very secret at this stage. But I am going to do it. As usual, I'm going to just take that chapel. So we do have 1 attack card in this deck. I'm just going to show everybody the attack card. That's this giant. And so it's got a lot of text on it. You've got some kind of token. And it basically is every go it flips over. So it just means every second go you get the action, really. So the first go you just get a +1, and the second go you get a +5. And as well as the +5, they have to trash the top card of their deck if it's from 3 to 6. So that might remind you a little bit of the knights, but it's much slower acting than knights. Otherwise, they discard it and gain a curse. Okay, so I'm going to get 1 anyway. There we go.
You got 5, okay. Well,
I got 5.
That's not too surprising at that stage, but it's not good news.
No, I've got a 4 though. I don't really know what to do with these 4s. They're not very.
Well, yeah, this deck is very shuffle heavy as well.
But I tell you what, once I've got my chapel in action, I won't be getting 4s for long. So now I'm just going to trash everything. There we go. Trash, 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 trash. All trashed.
Yeah, 2 coppers and 2 estates is normally quite a nice combination to get the trashing 1 on. But there are some which is much more awkward.
See, now I'm now almost tempted, I keep getting these 4s. I'm now almost tempted to buy this island. But it's obviously not a good idea. It's obviously a bad idea. I'm just going to get the silver again. Nice and calm. Oh, sorry, have you been buying islands? I didn't mean to insult you.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. Well, it might be a good idea. I was considering it. There we go.
Well, the idea of islands, it takes cards out of play without trashing them, so you get to keep your victory points.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So I have to get enough extra victory points to make up for those 2 islands and presumably the 2 estates you've kept.
No, I was forced to do a copper with the first one.
Right, 7. Well, maybe if I get a harem, that'll make up a bit for the victory points you're ahead at. Or a horde, when I gain a victory point, I'll get a gold. I'll just get that one.
I lost count of how many silvers I bought. Oh, let's just do it the hard way.
I'm getting more islands. All right. Well, I'm playing catch up then in terms of points.
Well, not
I should have
the giant of the chapel. The chapel is a slow start in order to go very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, half the time I feel like, although I know I have the card in my deck, I begin to have some doubts. And it's shuffled the same thing again.
Even that upgrade's not much good because
no,
none of the 4s are that exciting, and you don't want to trash them to get a 5, and the 5's the 6, and 6s you can't go to 7.
See, I need my giant not to shuffle in with my island, but it keeps doing it.
Right, 12. Yeah, all right. I'll just get this province and be done with it. Okay, so I've caught up on the victory points for now.
Oh, and you gave me a curse.
Oh, I gave you a curse, did I?
Here comes a chapel finally. Just trying to avoid doing that.
All right.
I wanted to go for gardens.
You're going for gardens, are you?
No, I was. I can't any longer.
Pearl diver. Hmm. Four. Shall I start doing this island trick? I will as well. Yeah. There we go.
See, I really need an action multiplier, which there isn't.
No.
In fact, I shouldn't have got that chapel, but never mind.
Well, yeah. Probably with this island, I want to use it, but I also want to use something else. What is more urgent? I think this is more urgent. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I should be able to work it out. Because look, I've got 8 cards in my deck and 5 in my hand. So I've got a total of 13 cards. So if I get rid of, 8 and 5 is 13. So if I get rid of 2, that'll be 11. And everything will come around in 2 turns. And if I play this thing and get a province, I'll have 3 extra cards. So I'll have 16 cards and it'll come around in 3 turns. But I don't know where I'm getting with this calculation. All right, I'm going to do the island and the province then. I don't know about all that. It's one of those things you probably ought to have thought through well before the game and know what is the good thing. Let's take that because I get a gold. Did you just get a province? You did.
Yeah, and I removed your gold.
You did what?
I trashed your gold.
How did you trash my gold?
With the giant. The giant's an extremely nasty attack card.
I didn't want you to do that.
Well, I think you got. Do you have another? I think you got another gold, so it's hardly.
I do. I probably have several because I got a horde.
Yeah, I mean, I got one of those as well. It was the obvious. That bottom, not that it does anything. I might actually find out how I can play this chapel. I got a bit carried away with the curse when I got it. I think I had about 5 to do it as well, and I got my horde for an 8.
All right. How are we doing? Okay. So your deck's a little bit bigger than mine. I'm pretending I'm using that in complicated calculations, which of course I'm not. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Horde that time, but still not your victory points.
Sorry, what?
I hit a horde that time, but still not your victory points. So probably the horde would have hindered you actually at this point.
Oh, have you trashed another thing of mine?
So my hands at what 4 piece of gardens are worth?
Would you lay off the trashing of my good card?
No, that's my entire strategy.
Yeah.
I got 2 giants.
Maybe I should get another giant. I could do. Right.
Actually, I miscounted that. Oh no, hang on. How many have I got in exile? I have 8 in exile, 23 in place. Yes, my hands.
I feel like I should still be getting victory points.
So it's not going to end fast enough.
$32. Right. What state is this giant in? Just 1. That's not good. I think maybe one of those.
Still isn't going to last enough turns for me.
Let's see if I can trash one of yours. Trash your giant. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so although I could have been getting province, it doesn't help me.
Sorry?
Oh, I've got enough for provinces, but it doesn't help me. I'll just lose the game. But it's not going to last long enough for me to get to 40 cards.
Oh, you keep buying those gardens. All right, well, I'm just going to keep buying harems. Mind you. You might catch up, mightn't you?
Not sure. Oh, I suppose you didn't have a lot of choice. Okay, I'm not sure you're getting many points for that. No,
2. So I got 2.
I don't actually think I want to trash my curse here. 24, yeah, you could trash another one.
I could get the gardens just to annoy you. But I think I'll get the
Well, it's the
hard.
number of cards which I think matters more than you get in the gardens. The differential would remain the same. Although after having all these 11s, etc. by gardens, I now have a 4, so I can't buy the harem. So as long as you get a 6 here, I think you win.
I will get a 6. There we go.
Okay.
Game. All right.
Yeah, it's on
Shall we-
39 cards.
Should we do another base deck? Just to
Yeah,
in
if I
case-
got that last harem, that would have won it.
all right.
So if you'd missed.
So I'm going to do one more base deck, and then we'll do all the cards after that, because these are all quick games. We're not even half past yet. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll just do
Okay.
everything.
Shuffle.
Right.
Let's see how long this takes in minutes. 21:26 we start. No attack cards, so this should be a quick game in theory, with a chapel in it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, that sounds well. I'm just waiting to see your 2-5.
I don't have 2-5, unfortunately. Do I get a money lender as well as a chapel? That's the question. Or a remodel poacher? Empty supply card. There won't be any empty supply cards, then, except for when I get all the laboratories.
So I'm just getting silver.
I should have just got a silver. I only thought of that afterwards. There we go.
That's a standard player.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I guess. Maybe I will get a silver. I'm going to be sensible again. There we go. Oops, missed. completely miscounted. 2. All right.
Buy that second chapel you're getting on about.
I'm not going to buy a second chapel. I don't want to.
It should have been 1 copper and a mistake, presumably.
Yeah. I'll forget
3
that.
coppers and a mistake. You're not after an undo? Okay.
Should give you a chance to win one anyway.
I think I had a chance anyway with this one.
There we go.
Doing something silly, and it wasn't. You weren't there complaining about your 6. Still not the ideal shuffle with 3 coppers. I guess I trash them all because you give me a slight head start.
Right. Gold or artisan?
So you still got the 6 before me.
Got a 6, but I think I will get the gold this time because of the rest of the deck.
I've got a 6. Well, there's no buy, so I'm going to go for an artisan. Although it does kind of ruin things a bit. I think it will allow me to time my chapel better, perhaps.
There we go.
Top deck chapel. What do I play these? I guess probably do need to go for a poacher now.
8. I better just do that.
Yes, I want more money, so I'll get a silver. Laboratory poacher.
Right. Now, do I trash things is the question.
Oh, you're already up to 2 provinces. I thought I was doing reasonably.
Yeah.
But still no.
You
obviously managed to trash well before me.
I trash 1. I guess slightly, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get a poacher. I can't remember what coins I've got actually. I've got a gold, a silver, 2 coppers or something like that. I should know what all my cards are.
Without second buy, I think it's still.
So in my pile there, I have a gold, chapel, a poacher, and the other province. I know exactly what I have. So I don't want to chapel these things. I actually would want. I'll get the laboratory.
Do I want to continue laboratorying this and put everything in play? Probably. Yeah, no buys. There are very few buys in the base deck as well. But
7. I think another gold, although I'll get an artisan next time I get that much.
There may not be many next times.
No, not that is true.
No, still a laboratory. Although I'm tempted just to run at this stage. I think I get a second chance for the 3. The 3, when I say that, I was after the duchy in order to get the 3 victory points, because it's looking like it's going to be 4 provinces each.
Yeah.
And I had an opportunity to get a duchy, but I wanted to maximize my odds for going through my deck next time. Also, if you run empty a pile, then your hand becomes weaker than mine because you have 1 more poacher than I do. See, and now I've missed.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, no, I can definitely hit. But the question is whether it's a good idea, because it will draw the game, I think. I'll accept the draw.
I actually don't have a province this time.
Oh, well, then in that case, we're playing for a win regardless. Well, that was the other possibility. Oh, I may not. Oh, no, I did hit it this time. For a moment there, I thought it was going to be 1 short for this time. Well, there's no point. It doesn't matter what I top deck, because I have it this time.
Well done.
So as you said, I had a chance. I think that first poacher was a bit non-standard.
There you go.
So I can win 1 in a blue moon, even with the base deck.
All right. So what I'm going to do now is make it any decks at all, but still with chapel. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
All righty. We're not obliged to use chapel, only if we think it's a good idea.
Oh, we're going to at least have a landscape always. Well, yeah, okay. The mission gives you the mission's a really weird one because it gives you second turn, but you can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But I think on this team with baths, which you get if you don't do anything, I'm not sure if it fires. I think it may.
Yeah, no, it would. I'm sure.
So I think mission basically 2 VPs.
So you get 2 VPs. You could do something with ambassador maybe. And trash some things, you know, you can tidy up.
Yeah, but it's one which, I often forget about. And I think, oh, I'll do this. And then you play something like a spoils, which is a card you don't get back again once you play it. Oh. So chapel can potentially make treasure map works, which you need 2 to be any good. It kind of contradicts rebuild a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not clear.
I guess my first one's
It's not clear to get a chapel list this time.
Well, unless you got a nice 5-2, that is.
No, I don't have 5-2.
I think there are a lot of curses around there. If I start to look up the upper end of the deck, I'll see Satan torture. I think there will be some curses. But I may delay. See what you do.
I don't know what to do.
Well, it's extremely not clear because I think it really depends on once you pick something as how well your shuffle goes.
Yeah.
So
treasure map's I don't think the treasure map's worth going for. That's just.
Well, I think you can hit the treasure map, but with soothsayers giving you golds, it's probably not that valuable even if you hit it, because Sacred Grove is also worth 3 coins.
What's the point of this mission? You could. Anyway, all right.
There isn't a lot apart from the fact Bartus in play. It's one of the most confusing ones of the event cards, I think, out there. So I'm just trying to build up the value of my hand a bit.
So so I'm not playing Chapel at the moment, and I'm going to. My current plan, I might change my mind, but my current plan is that Sentry will do my trashing for me, and Ambassador.
Yeah, which of course requires a 5, which makes it sound like, oh no, you're on your second turn, you can't yet be on 5. You must be on 4 coins.
I'm on 4, yeah. Now I can't decide. What does this Bards do? It gets me 2 if I don't buy anything without having any card. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do the mission and then hopefully get 2 VPs from Bards.
You get 2 VPs if you just don't buy anything anyway.
And then I'll get 2 VPs. Well, I was hoping I would.
Oh, you got 2 VPs from the Bards the first time. Okay, perhaps you get 4 VPs.
Yeah, and then I'll get 2 again. But I was hoping. Oh, I suppose I get 2 again. I was hoping to have an ambassador in my hand and then actually do something with it all, but I don't. So yeah, but I got 4 VPs basically for that mission.
Yeah, okay, that was bigger than I was thinking. I realised it'd get you for 4. So you're going to be 4 VPs in front.
Well, I'm 4 VPs in front, but I don't have any constructive cards at all.
No. I mean, you will go 4 VPs in front to do it second time, I think. Oh no, you didn't do it second time. Yeah, I think this is. Oh, you took 2 anyway. I shouldn't have done that. Or did I just take 2? I shouldn't have done that.
I think you took some.
Yeah, I just clicked mission. I shouldn't have done that. You took 2 of them. I shouldn't have done that last move, but anyway. I thought there's still 4 available.
Now do I get treasure map? Or is that
anything at all last turn? Okay.
Sorry?
Right, yes, no, I saw your last move. I shouldn't have done my last move. The 2 VPs, it wasn't worth it. Before it was.
I'm going to try this treasure map then.
Well, you should be able to hit it with all these trashing things available.
You would have thought so.
But I'm still trying to hit a 5, and even in the mission ones, I've only had 4, even though I didn't.
Yeah, I haven't got to 5 yet either. I'm just giving you all my copies.
I'll get 5 this time because my farmer market goes up in value. But
oh, I can't buy anything. Oh, I've done it really bad.
So Horn of Plenty, which is a feature card for later on, so it's a bit out of sequence. If we have got is it
Horn of Plenty is tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow even?
Yeah,
okay. That's really jumping.
I think so. Wait a minute. Tomorrow is Monday.
Monday.
Monday the 11th. Monday is the Horn of Plenty.
Yeah.
So that's an absolute treat coming up tomorrow.
So perhaps I shouldn't have played it this time.
That's one of your favourites, isn't it, Horn of?
Well, it's a very strong card. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a favourite, as in I have an advantage which no one else gets. That would not be the case.
I'm almost tempted.
But once, because
I
originally
think I will, in fact, do this thing which might be stupid, which is this.
Give me a treasure map.
No, not quite, but bugger! Oh, sorry, excuse me. I still don't have the treasure maps together. I've got rid of everything. Oh, I only have one treasure map. That's probably why I don't have.
No, there appears to be two. I haven't bought one.
Oh, where's my other one gone? Must be my discard pile.
Do I get a chapel? The Horn of Plenty gives me a card up to 3 because I got 3 different types in play. Perhaps because of all the ambassadors, I should.
Oh, you're doing your chapel now. Yeah.
Well, my farmer's market's going to die soon and gives me victory points, but it trashes itself.
Right, I'm going to try this mission again then and just see.
Well, at this point, you no longer get victory points from the baths, which is the only reason I played it earlier. I think it could potentially work with Horn of Plenty, but I really would quite like to get a Sentry or even a Torturer. But
I've got just exactly the same hand I had before.
Oh, you were trying to hit your treasure maps.
Yeah.
This is treasure maps isn't what we're covering, but it's very tricky to get the timing right. I think you would probably have had to trash down further in order to get it, or to use Sentry.
I only have 8 cards.
Yeah, but it's still. I'm not saying it's unlikely to happen. Tempting to go for the province, but I think we're both quite slow, so I'll go for Sentry and Farmer's Market. So having relented and gone for the chapel, I'm now probably going to try and trash my chapel. It's going to work like a victory point free estate.
I've got them. Finally.
That sounded like another possible need to correct the vocabulary.
I get it, but I do. Even though I've got it, it's just very. Well, I suppose it's not slow now because I'm just gonna. I bet you a good player would have just set up an engine by now and have.
Well, there isn't an engine on this one, but Torture would probably be there. It depends on when when various cards trigger, because there's not an action multiplier is one of the issues.
Oh yeah, that makes it harder for sure.
So I already have 2 of those. I don't want another one. See, I don't think this was clear, though, when you say good player. I don't think this is one of the ones where there is a clear play.
No, maybe they wouldn't.
Horn of Plenty is the
Horn of Plenty's part
potential
of it.
one, but you would need to hit the right boom with Sacred Grove in order to turn that into a power deck. So there is a bit of a lack of 3s. Another farmers market, I guess. I'm just going to hit mission for the sake of it. Oops. Well, unfortunately, I might as well show you it because it's quite amusing. That's what I also had in my hand.
Yeah.
But it got me 4 victory points anyway. It's sold
how did you get 4?
From the farmers markets. So I got that problem out the way a bit because I had too many of them. But unfortunately, it would have resolved itself. It was ill-disciplined, but.
How was this farmer's market?
I need a.
All right, ambassador.
There were some key 5s. Perhaps I shouldn't have got my Horn of Plenties. I should just bank to one of those. But with you going slowly, it was tempting to leave it. I've even lost track of how many cards I've got from the ambassador. I think I've got another 3.
I've given you quite a few.
And then I got a few from the Horn of Plenty a few times. Do I want to trash silvers? No. I may actually want to discard them both. No, I don't think I do yet. So rebuild comes with an action. I think I have to do a rebuild. Oh, so you bought 2 provinces as well. I was listening to your chatter and not looking what was actually happening.
Yeah, I'm just buying provinces here.
Yeah, so that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more card, and I can't do it. So I think I'll allow this one to your lead to slip away from me.
My strategies are never terribly subtle.
Well, I wasn't looking at it at all. I was listening. No. Oh, it's gone on to turn 17. Yeah, okay. I should not have bought that province, actually. But it's still not going to work for me. See, yeah, I need an actual multiplier. And rebuild's going to ruin everything. Okay, I'm going to have to hit the white boon.
Or maybe this isn't great. I'm almost tempted by rebuild as well.
Well, rebuild's fine for you. For me, I just realised I need to slow down my game.
Oh, and I could get an estate, so I've got something to rebuild.
See, it's still 12 behind. I don't want to do this. Oh, actually, I should have played my whole plenty there as well. Never mind. Okay, that would appear to be it.
I shouldn't have bought that estate.
Why not?
Because then, if I would just play this rebuild here, I would be sure of winning.
But 14 points in front, you're fairly sure of winning anyway. Whilst in theory, I can get 12 points from a turn, but in fact, I just killed my one plenty. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. I mean, you could still have named an estate and actually won for sure.
Sorry?
You could just have named an estate. If you crash your province, you get a province. You would have still won.
Ah, I'll do that next time.
Yeah, closely, by the way. Yeah, no, it's that early mission. I shouldn't have. Well, I missed your first one, and I shouldn't have done the second one or the third one.
Right. So next time, I'm just going to name estates. As long as I'm ahead.
So you did manage to trash your hand down at some point. Well, perhaps that was just a bad
I trashed my hand a lot with the ambassador. I was doing a lot of that.
Well, that doesn't trash; it returns. But yeah, yeah, when you see Horn plenty tomorrow, you'll see for a fact that what I've just done with these two just hasn't worked well.
I'll have to watch this back and see what you've been up to. I haven't really been paying.
Oh, I haven't done anything at all constructive, really.
Right. I have a rebuild in my hand. What is the Earthskiss? Treasure to gain a card up to 4.
You just always want to take it and decide whether or
Yeah,
not to go with it.
May discard. Well, I have to discard a gold, but I will because I've got this rebuild which should. But unless you do something clever.
Well, I haven't got anything clever to do. There aren't enough victory points left actually for there to be any other outcome.
So I have to name a stone,
49 was the winning score.
and then
Well, it doesn't matter what you name. 49 is the winning score. And you got
gain a
51.
victory card up to 11.
Well, actually, you could have bought the wrong one there, but even that wouldn't have mattered. Because my next hand wouldn't have allowed it. No.
There we go.
I should have reacted to the ambassador. So how many cards did I end up with? So yeah, I must have trashed 3 coppers in the end because you didn't trash anything. So I must have trashed 7 coppers, but still ended up with 7 coppers.
Was this the one with the treasure maps?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there you go. I didn't have any coppers, so I was doing lots of returning coppers.
No. You must have returned them all, and I didn't trash anything.
Yeah, I returned them all.
No. Yeah, my thing was very dithering about.
Right. Time for one more.
Yep.
Okay. What do you want this time? Same again?
Same again. Probably use fastest to set up.
Already. Righty. City Gate. That's where you get a card. It's an annoying one because you always forget to do it. I always forget I have to. I'm always trying to play my
It's
first
annoying
card
because you get to
it goes
see
back
the
into my deck.
card.
Sorry again?
It's annoying because you get to see the card.
Yeah. Right. Start. And now we've got this chapel, of course, which is all right, let me just have a little look at what we have. So this chapel to trash, that looks good to me. Can also trash with remake and ambassador. You can get some nice things. I like bandit camp. Hireling's going to help you get extra cards. Courtier is always nice, but do we have any cards that are interesting? So this one, Courtier, you can do lots of good things. So a +3 or gain a gold, +5 plus an action. But you need a card that has multiple types for this to be any use. Action duration. So that one is, but it won't be in your hand very much. That one, no.
You've got Tracker, you've got Hireling.
Ambassador is. Tracker is.
So it's those 3.
No. Blacksmith, no. Bandit camp, no. Contraband, no. So it's not that amazing.
So ambassador tracking and Hireling you won't want to leave and play for long anyway.
Yeah. So it might not be that special this time.
But it's still at least a gold. It's a. I'm not saying it's the strongest card here, but it's.
Well, no, it's not at least a gold because you have to use an action. Okay, so I think it's got to be chapel, you know.
Let's go City Gate first. Oh,
the pouch gives a buy, so we don't need to worry about that. You've got City Gate already. I might do that too. There we go, City Gate.
Well, I should have done Chapel Banquet, and then there we go.
Oh, what's this banquet? Gain 2 coppers. Ah, that's a good idea. I might still do that. Oh, 5. Now I've got, but then I've got to top deck something.
Oh yeah, pouch has also got 2 things.
Pouch is good. Ah, okay. Does that count? Yes. All right, bandit camp. There we go. We're off.
A 5 is looking tempting here, and that means I should be able to trash.
I want my chapel next to my team. I should get it. I think I'm getting my chapel, and then it will be a good one. Yes. Okay.
Well,
so I'm going to trash everything. Trash. There we go.
Yeah, so that's the same one I'm about to do. Without having started a chapel in my hand. City Gate's quite useful for timing things better, but it's slightly frustrating that in a way you can keep a bad card outplay continuously as well.
I just wonder, because I've got these bandit camp, maybe I should just trash every single copper I've got. Right away. I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go mad with the trashing. It is, oops, I've got to top deck something. I'll top deck that one again. I'm just going to trash
It's not even a Tuesday.
No, it's not even a Tuesday. What have we got next Tuesday? Trashy Tuesday, we have the catapult, which is also a nice one. Because that one, the nice thing about that is it's a trashing card, and at the same time, it has an action and is an attack.
So I'm not sure what to do with this 5. I think I have to do a bandit camp.
I like bandit camp. Oops. Got to top deck something again. I'm now fed up with my chapel. I suppose I can always use an ambassador and get rid of the chapel or something, but then I suppose I'll be fed up with my ambassador too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with the chapel's not still there. There is one card, which we're not looking at, called Raise, which will let it crash itself, I think, for this very reason. So you can't avoid all cards with this.
I'm not going to trash my pouch, but I'll trash all the coppers.
I have to top deck a card first.
Did I ever do this banquet? I didn't, I don't think. I wouldn't mind. I could gain those coppers because I've been quite good at the trashing.
Gain gold. Hiling seems a bit pointless when I trash my hand down this heavily.
Why? Oh, you mean you get it? Oh my god, I have actually only 4 cards left. I didn't realise that. So actually I won't get another card when I do this bandit camp.
Well, blacksmith.
Do I still have to top deck a card? Even if I... top deck a card, I do.
Oops.
I've only got 4 cards.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
camp. There we go.
See, I'm only doing this as an excuse because I went a little bit ahead. So now if you lose, you say, oh, it was just I went on.
Right.
Oh, you get 1 card from bandit camp anyway, so you got the card back. It wasn't that bad.
No, I'll always get the spoils. But I don't have as I'd rather have more cards actually at this point. So 4.
I wonder if I could sit with a hand with 15 spoils in it. Just to stop
I'm always tempted to get a tracker. They are a bit duff though. Maybe I'll get a silver and a
I mean, it's not awful.
Sorry?
It depends on the boon. It's not awful if you got the spare actions with a bandit camp.
I just have to stop myself not trashing. Stop myself trashing everything.
It doesn't matter what I top deck because it's coming back with bandit camp.
Oh, I know what I should have done.
Hiling. Yes, probably do want a silver. What were you going to go for your royal blacksmith to really go for the deck?
No, that's true. All right, bandit camp. Oh, now I have to top deck a card. Well, I'll top deck this chapel. I'm not using it.
So the 5
I've used it too much.
Oh no, they're not. They're 3. I can see them all now.
Seven. I am sort of tempted by a Highland actually. I suppose I should get a bandit camp and a tracker. Let's do that first. There we go. Nice and sensible.
Someone did the hiling before the city gate. Wow, I think I've got too much. I've got plus buy from pouch anyway. How much gold is too much gold is always the question you end up asking yourself in some senses. Let's get 2 Hirelings.
Have you been getting 2 things from your courtier? From the pouch, yes, of course, I see. Oops. Let's top deck the chapel.
Yeah, I was also thinking courtier can give you a plus buy as well, but it's
Let's do that one. Look through your discard pile. You may put a card from it on your deck. Well, it's the first time I've had a discard pile for a long while.
Just went to put the 1 card back.
Okay.
Oh, you do still have 1 copper.
I took 1 on actually.
My counter go off.
You see, I could actually do this banquet. It wouldn't be dumb now to do a banquet. Or the hireling. Actually, I quite like the hireling. Hireling and another tracker, and I can always trash it when I feel like it. Oh, I had more money than that. All right, just the hireling then.
No, well, spoils, if you haven't pointed out, vanish, so you only get to use them once.
Yeah, I'm generating more of them each turn.
Yes, actually, a top deck with pouch, although it seems slightly weird one to ever want to do. Oh, again, I've got a plus card, it makes no difference. So put another hireling in play. I think I do trash 2 more coppers. Do I want a silver? Guess it probably doesn't hurt.
Okay.
No, I just wonder what your strategy would be if I did decide to try and put 15 spoils in my hand so there were none to get back.
Well, you could try. I think I might have other techniques before then. How many tracks have I got? Just 1. That's fine. I'll take another.
I see you got a hireling now as well.
I got the lot now.
Okay, so do I want to gain a gold? Plus 3 coins. Gain a gold plus 1 action. So play the hireling. Get up province. Do I want another buy? Don't think I do just yet.
Right, hireling and citygate. Let's do that one first. Top deck a card. Of course. Top deck.
Oh, you got caught in now? Yeah, so there'd be no point in me taking all the spoils.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping you might try.
Well, even if I did, I'm still not guaranteeing it wouldn't
Funny
win.
things then.
I've got 3 hirelings in play, and the bandit counts wouldn't hurt. I'm just trying to work out whether I should be going for a triple province play on 1 pen, or whether just to get them slowly.
Triple province play sounds good.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I mean, it'd be a build up. Oops, I need top deck.
How would you manage it with this deck? Oh, I suppose you just need a lot of hirelings.
I need a lot of, yeah. Can get rid of my last copper, which may be a bit Overkill. Anyway, let's take a province and a hireling. You've gone quiet. You must be trying to come up with a cunning plan, which you don't want to ever hear.
Yeah, I know nothing too cunning. I was just trying to work out how to get rid of my chapel, but I can't really.
No,
it's just annoying.
You can change your chapel for a different. Well, actually, your tracker may hit you. The fire's gift.
Yeah, let me see. You may discard a treasure to gain a card costing up to 4. Oh, I don't want to.
The odds of getting rid of it aren't.
I may discard a treasure. I don't want to. Don't discard. End the actions. I don't want to trash. Maybe I will be trashing some things in a little while. So 13. So, what does that one do actually? You play an action you played that's still in play. Oh, what? +2. That's not too bad, is it? 8. What do I just want to get a... Yeah, I'm almost tempted to just simply get a duchy as well.
Yeah, well, it's probably your best chance.
There we go.
Top deck of gold. I think I may have too many golds.
You went a bit crazy on those golds.
Well, I'm trying to work it out whether I want another one.
Why not?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to answer. Perhaps I shouldn't even play my other hireling. I shouldn't have top decked that gold, actually. Now thinking about it, I should have done the double duchy. Let's gain the gold regardless. I'm not sure about the gaining of the gold.
Right. Hireling. Top deck. Album. Right. Action. Coins. Depends very much what I get from this tracker as to whether this is worth doing. Don't know. At least I can get rid of that province. I don't want to top deck it.
Oh, the tracker lets you top deck. Okay.
Sorry?
I said, the tracker lets you top deck, so I should probably get enough this time to buy 2. But let's see. It doesn't matter what top deck. +3 coins. Let's just double check that does add up to that. So that's 15 plus, yeah, that's way more than enough. I'll get plus by just in case for some reason I misplay something.
Loads.
So I win another one.
3-2 to me today. Much closer.
Did we play 5? I thought, yeah.
We did play 5, yeah. All right, very good. Any thoughts then on the chapel?
Chapel's a very valuable card, but as you kind of point out, the issue is that you can't get rid of the chapel itself. It showed, well, I didn't quite show how, for the purpose of my first one, I wouldn't normally get 2 chapels because it's not that strong, but it shouldn't be as weak as it looked. But yeah, so what happens is the game goes much faster. So we're looking at 13 cards without a serious attack card, and 13 turns, sorry, without serious attack cards. So speed things up a bit. But it's not really that fantastic on its own. There's always a second option. I mean, even the Gardens one, which I lost, it was still like 1 move, the one with the harem, which was a victory point and worth 2 coins. That one was like 1 move off going the other way, even though I hadn't chapeled. So it's a push-pull. But there are timing issues with it, I think, as well.
Yeah. I think if you're new to the chapel, my tip would be use it. So when you first see it, you think trashing the cards won't be that exciting. It helps a bit getting rid of the cards that don't do much. But normally you'll be wanting to get rid of your coppers and your estates as quick as you can. But make sure you, like my last hand, maybe I went a bit too much there. But don't be worried about trashing things. Just go ahead and keep trashing.
You have to watch out for your coppers. So you need to make sure you still have enough money to buy up to a gold. So you need to keep at least 4 coppers until you have a gold in hand, or 2 silvers, 3 silvers, whatever. So perhaps you're aiming to trash like 4 coppers, 3 estates until you've got that gold.
Do try. It's a very strong card. Yeah.
It's a very good value for money.
Alrighty, so tomorrow will be the Horn of Plenty from the Cornucopia deck. And what that one is, it costs 5, and you can gain a card. So if you've played like 6 different cards, including the Horn of Plenty, then you can gain a card up to 6. Yeah,
it's one which I didn't play for a while because its description isn't quite clear what it's doing.
It's a little bit tricky, but it is quite good.
It doesn't give you any treasure, but yeah, it can be game winning on its own sometimes.
All righty, good. Thank you very much for watching.